This is Edwin Black at the Edwin Black Show with another intriguing 5-minute focus. Today from Sudan, I have Ahmad Hasan, and Ahmad Hasan is a specialist and an important advisor on the entire topic of bringing America, Sudan, and Israel closer together, especially under the Abraham Accords, which Sudan has joined. So welcome to the show, Ahmed.
Thank you very much. Thank you for hosting me.
All right. So you're from Sudan, but most people are trying to understand, isn't Sudan in part of a military conflict, a kind of a quasi-civil war between the armed forces and the existing governmental regime?
Right. So the actual war is it's being pushed by the Islamic movement of Sudan. It's similar to the Muslims Brotherhoods. They pushed the RSF and the army to go into a conflict together. The conflict kicked off on the 15th of April and it's ongoing until now. It's
The 15th
going.
of April of 2023.
That's right. Correct. Yes.
And is the Muslim Brotherhood active in Sudan and in this problem?
Yes, they are. They are indeed. There is a direct evidence of their involvement in this war. There is Sudan. It's a major locations for Muslims Brotherhoods to be having activities in Sudan because the geographic locations they can help smuggling weapons from Sudan to the heart of Israel, to help Hamas and other Islamic militia to get in power on the fight in Israel.
Now, in Sudan, you're not a homogeneous nation. You have many ethnic identities, correct? How many ethnic identities do you have in Sudan, would you say?
It's approximately around 520 ethnic groups in Sudan.
520 different ethnic groups in Sudan.
That's true, yes. And, the main language, the first language is Arabic, the second language is English. Sudan, because of its locations, it has a wide neighborhood area. It has the most largest side view on the Red Sea. It has a desert lines of 3,600 kilometers.
All right, now you are a Sufi Muslim, but you would like to see not an Islamist control. You would like to see free democratic control in Khartoum, your capital city. Is that correct?
Yes, indeed, indeed. And if we go back to the history of Sudan, in Sudan it was the first Jewish kingdom by Kush in history that was made in Sudan. Islam, when it comes to Sudan, it comes by the spirituals and the Sufis, imams who they were traveling from the Arab world to Sudan. So people are so peaceful. They're loving to their neighbors. There's no hatred. There's no major racism issues from Sudanese people against the Jewish or the international community. Everyone there would like to see a very good relationship with the United States and Israel.
I should advise my listeners that our friend Ahmed here mentioned a Jewish kingdom in Kush. Moses, if you may recall, I'm sure you saw the movie, Moses married a woman from Kush who was one of the daughters from one of the sheiks, and Kush is a Black African nation. In fact, the word Sudan means Black person in Arabic, and it's part of a tradition of treasured Black and African presence within the Jewish people. Now, when's the last time you were in Israel?
I'm actually hoping to go there soon, as I'm just waiting for my invitations to be organized. Hopefully, I will be there soon. Just something to recall from the history of Sudan as well. In Sudan, we believe that Moses was born in Sudan, was born in the north of Sudan.
So you don't believe he was found in a wicker basket on the river? You think he was born in North Sudan?
Yes, they believe in Sudan that he was born in Sudan, and the basket that he was putting on and then throw to the river. It's in the northern city of Sudan. It's called Dongola. It's very close to the Egyptian borders.
Oh, so that is fascinating. I should also mention that there's a tradition of the pharaohs of Sudan, and Sudan has a very important place in history. It's located just underneath Egypt in a strategic place. Now, what would you like to see geophysically and geopolitically with Israel, the United States, Sudan, and the Abraham Accords?
Right. So Sudan has a direct impact on Israel's security, the internal security, and surrounding security, because the extended locations for Sudan, it will allow a direct impact to Israel of smuggling weapons through land or through sea or through air by low-level flights. So I would love to see a serious joint ventures and economic, political cooperation between Sudan and Israel to help the both of the benefits of the two countries, and to benefit the two countries in a way that will that goes in a security, military, and economics, as there's many opportunities in Sudan in terms of farming, mining, golds, and the seaside, as the seaside in the Red Sea, which is Sudan has control on. There's no mining operation is being done there yet.
It sounds like that you envision a partnership and an access of peace in the Red Sea region, extending from Egypt right through Sudan and hopefully the rest of that part of Africa. Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll be checking back with you, Ahmad Hasan.
Thank you very much indeed. I would like just to say a very quick things. It's very important that the United States to understand the complicity of Sudan. That's the conflict has different ways, and without the support of the United States and Israel, Sudan will never have stability and peace, because the Muslims Brotherhood will still continue fighting to remain power again, and without helping of United States and Israel, and having them actually having a foot inside Sudan, this conflict will keep going for the next 100 years.
So you're saying the United States must play an active role in the stability of any future democratic Sudan, correct?
Of course, yes. Without them, there would be no democracy. It would be no peace. Yeah. Okay. And as you know, Sudan is the door of East Africa. If there is no stability in Sudan, the surrounding country like Egypt, Ethiopia, Eritrea, and Central Africa, there would be no stability on those countries, because Sudan is the biggest among these countries.
All right.
However, the Russians are trying very much to have control in Sudan, because they wanted to continue mining on the gold to refuel the Ukrainian war and to refuel the Russian economy from the mining operations that's happening in Sudan, to stabilize the Russian economy, and to compensate the loss of Russia, of the financial loss of Russia in the Ukrainian war.
All right. Ahmad Hasan, thank you very much for sharing that important insight with us, and we will catch up with you soon.
Thank you very much indeed for having me. It's been a pleasure. Thank you very much.
All right. This is Edwin Black.